Hey, Karma the Schemer coming through big. Sean Torres. Joel 1858, Samuel Rabuzin, Kaimon, Bodie GT, Medicated Bob, Kiko Casual Tuwaki, Greek Gladiator. Give me a shout out. I'm hitting you up from Boston. From Boston. God bless, homeboy. Greek Gladiator. All the way from Boston. Thank you for coming all this way. Through the internet. What's up, Frags? Marloca. She's living the Marloca. Cody the Clout Machine. I know there was a KO right now. I know there was a KO. I'm being asked if I saw the KO right now. I wasn't really paying attention because I was having some trouble setting this thing up. I just wanted to see the Strickland fight. I'm pretty under the weather right now. I feel absolutely terrible. I slept a lot today. I wanted to sleep some more, but I had to get up, and there was no chance. You know what's weird right now? I don't know if it's like because I'm hungry. I'm telling you, I smell hot Cheetos. I don't know why. Like, I turn on the AC right now, and I got the vent like right under me, and I don't know if there's like something blowing from under there that's like similar, but I'm telling you, I smell hot Cheetos right now. I think I'm losing my mind, but I'm a little bit under the weather, and I was like, I don't want to miss the last fight. I just know that much. So, where's the schedule at? I left it up somewhere. I just wanted to make sure that I didn't miss that last fight. I want to see that Strickland fight. UFC schedule. Oh, there's 2 more fights. All right, good. 2 more fights. I've been taking Mucinex. I've been taking Dalsim. I've been taking NyQuil. I've been taking Dayquil. I've been taking Bexy. I've been taking Vicks. I've been taking 7-Up. Tony Tiger 3003. Do you think Strickland gets a title shot if he wins tonight? Is he fighting the same people as more annoying than Poirier's weak grip on Khabib's neck? I was looking at the rankings and stuff right before this. I was kind of trying to find out where we're at. Max Crosby. I was like, who's that? I guess he's a Raider. I haven't watched football since like Troy Aikman. I haven't watched football since the golden era. I haven't seen a football game since like Troy Aikman, Emmitt Smith, Michael Irvin, Deion Sanders, Leon Lett, Nate Newton. Since like all those fools were in the same lineup, I haven't been back. Let's see, Sean Strickland and then Jack Hermansson, Costa, Bronson, Cannon. I don't know. I rock with Bronson. I kind of want to see what Strickland comes out with tonight because if that fool just wants to stand and bang, then I think Bronson will be trying to take him down all night long. Bronson will be taking him out like that fool takes out the grocery bags. Have you seen Bronson? When he goes like Bruce Lee, when he shows the spread, Brunson will take that fool out like groceries. I rock with Brunson. Cannonier, he could be pretty inconsistent. I mean, he could be explosive, but he's also inconsistent. I think they might. I would not be shocked whatsoever if Sean Strickland got a title shot after this, only because he's causing so much of a stir. He's starting to be like another, like not in the same fashion, but just as entertaining, and people want to see him the same as Hamza, if not more. That fool's quite a character. I don't know if you saw that little cribs thing that he gave of his apartment. But people love to see that kind of stuff. Like at first, people are like, "This was crazy. He's weird. He's a bad guy," and I don't think any of those things have changed. But now we want to see it. We want to see how he's weird and bad and strange and all that stuff. So yeah, not only because as it is right now, he's already number 7. Then if he beats that fool, he goes up to like 5, 4, I don't know. And then up there, yeah, like you're saying, all the fools up there are the ones that have already been beaten by Adesanya. Some of them were legitimately beaten, not all of them. But yeah, it is getting pretty boring. And we already know that Dana doesn't care about the prankings. Look at my Freudian slips. That's what I call it. Like, as far as I'm confirmed, it's not the UFC rankings, it's the UFC prankings, and it slipped out right now. I don't even mean to say that, but I think he could definitely get a title shot, and I hope he does. That would be exciting to finally see Adesanya go up against someone fresh, someone new, someone that we don't already have a pretty good idea of how it's going to turn out. That will be very refreshing right now. Zach Hughes. Let's let's talk more important stuff. What's the puppy's name? It ended up being way easier than we thought. We thought it was gonna be a big battle, and we were gonna have to take votes, and we are gonna have to go back and forth. We settled on Violet. Yeah, that's it. We settled on Violet. There was a couple other front runners, but we all liked that one, so we settled on it. It happened to be the color of her collar, and we were like, well, how about that? Because that's what they knew her by, because she was from like a little litter, and that's how they, you know how when it's litters, it's like, okay, you're green, you're brown, you're this. We're like, why don't we just stay with that? So we all liked it. It just fit. It fit. But she's like, it's been a long time. Like, I remember when I was little, we used to have a bunch of Chinese Shar-Peis. It's funny because we weren't like dog breeders, but we always had them, and they were always having puppies. I feel like I'm talking like Donald Trump right now. We always had them, and we always had a lot of puppies. But I do that a lot. But it wasn't since I was a little kid that I've been around puppies, and for real, they're so dumb. They're dumb. Like, it'll just straight up die, like, with the quickness, if you're just not constantly redirecting it and just like trying to make it not do this or that, or like, man, it's frustrating to deal with. Because we had another like more mature dog that's like smarter, already knows the ropes and stuff like that. This new dog is dumb. It's like testing my patience for reals. Like, the cuteness already wore off or whatever. Like, I'm like, get that thing away from me already. Eagle Ray! My Mr. Grandmaster, I did a power move at work and shook my manager's hand and grabbed his shoulders at the same time. Wait a minute, you got 3 hands? I shook my manager's hand and grabbed his shoulders. You grabbed his shoulders. You can only do that with 3 hands. You shook the hand, or did you go like this? Like, what kind of a combo is that? Hello, sir? How do you do that? Maybe shoulder, or you just like came in with the whole. Wait, this is crazy. That is a power move. That's a power move right there. Shook my manager's hand and grabbed his shoulders at the same time. Later that day, I was told to throw out expired fruits and meats. I lost the battle, but we'll win the war. Look, if you work like at a grocery store, that makes sense, because it's like, all right, we got some expired fruits, we got some expired meats, stat, we need to get this out. All right, break. But if you work in like an office and they're like, find any meat in this building that's expired and get rid of it, that's cold right there. So yeah, that fool likes his personal space. That fool doesn't like his shoulders touched. But you know what I was imagining when you said that you got 3 hands right now? It was reminding me of that one thing. Hold up. I don't want you to see my belly ring. Remember that thing? Did you guys ever do this back in the day? I remember when I was little, we used to go like this. Do you remember this one? Where you would go like that? Do you ever remember anybody doing that? And like freaking people out? Be like, just roll up on someone, go like that. They're like, hey, how do you do that? But you have to like hide it better. Like, if you make this more baggy, you just look like you're cold, like, ooh, like I'm shivering, ooh, and then you just start freaking about it. Oh, we used to do that all the time. Do you guys remember that, or was that just like where I came up? Come on, good to see you, dude. Tonight's fights have been awesome. Seriously, a great card. Matt Brunson. Oh, snap. Matt Brunson doing work for his family. I'm having a hard time. I had to catch my breath. Like, I'm not feeling good right now. Matt Brunson doing work for his family in Wilmington, North Carolina. He's balding. What? That's so random. By the way, he's balding. Are you like a barber? I'm wondering like why that's like an important talking point. Like maybe you're a barber. Or like I don't know what else kind of work would someone do with heads. You're like a head doctor. Um Thoughts on Shavkat's performance. I didn't see. I don't even. Like, I'm not familiar with the card tonight. I don't know who fought. I've been sick. I was asleep more than half of the card. I feel like I want to go back to sleep right now. I feel terrible. I feel terrible. Where is Shavkat? That fool didn't even fight right now, did he? I don't see his name. Miles, John, Andre, Philip, Malcolm, Steven Peterson, Brian Battle, Oh, that fool. Hey, I was confused because I thought that fool was Chinese and they were saying that he's from Kazakhstan. That's the fool. Like, I probably didn't need to say that out loud, but I'm going to blame it. I'm going to be like Roseanne Barr. I took a bunch of Mucinex right now. I took way too much Mucinex right now because I was like, hey, if they're saying they'll work like at this many milligrams, then I'm going to take more and then I'll get even better, right? That always works out well, doesn't it? But I just know that it was a knockout. That's it. I was trying to set up, and I'm over here at the computer, like I don't even know what's going on. I feel a little bit out of it right now. I think I missed somebody's super chat. Oh, here we go. Kaimon Adesanya talking about lapping the division a second time and hasn't even fought Till. Strickland, Hall, Hermansson, Holland, or Cannoniers. Yeah, that fool's a little, yeah. He's an erratic individual. Like he's not even, he's at a level now where I guess he's done enough and he's won enough that he could get away saying some weird stuff and no one's really gonna question him because they're like, it's Adesanya. Like he could do whatever. And that coach looks familiar. Is that Nogano's coach? Or am I just being racist? That guy looks familiar with this guy right here. But yeah, like I'm not surprised. He's one of those fools that will run the mouth. Like there's fools that'll run their mouth and you're like, dang, like, you know, what am I gonna say? Like when Usman runs his mouth, it's like we all know that he's not the most likable guy, but he'll run his mouth and they'll be like, I mean, what am I gonna say against that? Like, is he wrong? Adesanya will run his mouth and it's like, fool, you're out of your mind. Like, what are you talking about? Like that one time when he lost to Blachowicz, and he's like, you know, in an alternative universe, I actually won this fight. And you know, I had him in the guillotine and I was gonna win, but I was like, nah. He actually said that. He said, nah, go back and watch the post-fight press conference. He's like, I had him in the guillotine. I wasn't choking him out, but then I was like, nah. Like, what do you mean? Like, you didn't want to win or what? What are you talking about? Like, he just says the most ridiculous stuff. Like, I'm not surprised at all. Free one. Thank you, free one. Hey, I heard. Is it true that you know that stuff? I see people mentioning Joe Rogan right now in the chat. Is it true that Spotify did actually turn around and take a bunch of his stuff off of Spotify? That they took like 70 podcasts down? Oh my gosh. Spotify's Joe Rogan used N-word 24 times in videos. Leading India Ari to pull music. Or India Ari is a person. Grammy-winning singer-songwriter India Ari. All right. Well, we'll miss your music, India. Oh my gosh. I was gonna say breaking news. She also took down all her music because Jay-Z used the N-word like thousands of times, but I'm not even gonna stir that up. But then I shouldn't have said it right now either, huh? Joe Rogan apologizes for using racial slur during past podcasts. Spotify won't ask Rogan till Bad Bunny or The Weeknd protests too. What? What does that mean? They won't ask him until Bad Bunny or the Weekend protest. Did they give like an ultimatum? What does that even mean? Man, this I don't even know. I can't keep up with the world anymore. Spotify deletes over 100 of Joe Rogan Experience episodes. Oh, snap. Dang it. It begins. It begins. As of this writing, the service has pulled down a total of 113. Wow. The newly deleted episodes do not seem to be connected with the COVID-19 controversy. It's about other stuff. So they're using that to take other stuff down that they don't like. That makes sense. That makes sense. They just opened the door. Bradley Harrell, check your IG messages. Oh, snap. I still got IG messages? Oh, my gosh. My eyes hurt. Yeah, forgive me. I don't know how old the message is. If you're telling me to check it right now, you probably barely sent it, huh? For those of you that don't know, I don't really read messages or emails or DMs or anything that takes opening or looking for. What the heck? All right, there's been a change to Instagram messages since I last been on. You know what's so dumb? Back in the day, like a couple years ago when I used to read my DMs, I always thought Instagram needs to have a feature where they like prioritize them. And like if people would like, I know it sounds dirty, but like if like certain accounts DM you, like I don't know how many times someone like with a check mark or something DM me and I ignored them for like months because I don't read my DMs and I didn't even know they were in there. And I was like, they should prioritize DMs, and they finally started doing it apparently. Bradley Harrell. Wait, it said that. How do I open it? Oh, it said that you sent a video, but oh wait, here it is. Wait, how do I play it? What? Z Office. Hey, that looks clean. Oh, that's bad. Hey, that's a nice office. You got like the little studio couches right there too. Big old screen. Oh, hey, is that proper 12? Is that proper 12 right there? Or are my eyes failing me? It looks like it. You did, what are you Are you editing music? I think you said before that you're a musician. You're probably are you on the Cool Edit Pro? Man, I'm jealous. That looks beautiful. DJ GQ 1007 Grandmaster, don't get mad, but at least he went up to test himself unlike Khabib. I don't know how I feel about that, honestly. I don't know how I feel about that. I know it's become like a thing in the modern time. Like you're not it, you know, unless you go up the weight class. You're not really there unless you prove yourself. But it's like I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know how necessary that is. I don't know if that's just like I don't know. It's weird because at the end of the day, it's like these fools are the same weights. We across the span of like I don't know how many weight classes, 2, 3. It's like everyone's the same weight. You catch them on the street walking around. All these fools are like 200 pounds. You know, you come up to someone that's a welterweight, middleweight, maybe even a lightweight. Even a lightweight, we've learned how much you weigh right now. 190, 200, And it's like, it just depends on how much weight they want to cut. So it's like these fools are all the same. All it is like, how much weight do you want to lose? And like, where do you want to stay for the longest time? And what kind of competition do you want to face long run? Like, you choose your division. And then when you want to go up or down, it's like, all those fools weigh the same too, minus the weight cut. So it's like, it's the same thing. I don't know. Who cares what I think? I don't know. I know everyone has their own opinion. I'm probably outnumbered, but I've never thought that that's like the end all be all. Like, you got to go to another division. You got to go up or it doesn't count. Like, yeah, it's cool. I talk about DC and I'm like, hey, he deserves respect. 2-time, 2-division champ and stuff like that. Henry Cejudo, 2-division champ. Okay. But then when I really think about it, when people start disrespecting Khabib, then I'm like, wait, how do I really feel about this? And it's like, those fools, they all weigh the same. I don't know. I still don't think anybody has ever been as dominant as him. Everybody's afraid of that fool. He's like the other Mike Tyson, where like already going in, they're already terrified. Like, he just manhandled everybody, dominated everybody, didn't give anybody any breathing room. Everyone else, like, I know John Jones hasn't done it yet, but like John Jones or other big names we want to talk about, Anderson Silva, GSP, it's like, there's too many close fights. There's too many fights where people were getting the better of them, where they were losing rounds, where they were in danger, where people think they actually lost a fight. That doesn't happen with Khabib. I know everyone likes to run their mouths about Tebow, but I mean, do you guys got Fight Pass or what? Go back and watch the fight. I don't see it. I'm not intimidated by that perspective. I go watch the fight and I'm like, yeah, I'm just reinforced now. I'm reinforced. Plus, that fool was on steroids. So even better for Khabib. I'm not worried about it. Dimchi Tasevsky, GM, greetings from Australia, watching the fights from the future again. So that trips me out. Sunday afternoon at 1 p.m. Sunday afternoon at 1 p.m. I already left church. I'm already eating Chinese food. Sunday afternoon at 1 p.m. I'm already trying to get home and take a nap. That's crazy. Hey, keep everything safe for us up there, Dimchi. Zach Hughes, been loving the old clips as shorts. I think it's a great idea. Hope you feel better. Take your time on my cameo. Oh, Zach, I did see you got a cameo. It's funny. I haven't got a cameo in a long time. Everyone was hitting me up for cameos at like Christmas because, for, I don't know, I guess Christmas presents and stuff. And then it's been crickets. And I haven't minded too much because I've been just trying to keep my head down and work on some videos. But I was like, did something happen to my account or what? And then I saw one come through. And then when you just see it come through, it doesn't really give you any details. And then I opened it up and I was like, oh, dang, again. I think you're the only one ever to come through on the second time like that. So thank you. I think I have like 1 day, so I better hurry up. But thank you. Dimchi, you reminded me right now, though, when you're talking about being from the future, it reminded me the other night. I remember one of my favorite movies of all time, and I used to watch it. By the way, if you're getting here and you're wondering why I'm not talking about the fight, it's because, forgive me, I know that this will offend some of you. I don't care about a single fight tonight except the Strickland fight, and it's not on yet. It's going to be the next fight in about 15 minutes. One of my favorite movies of all time that I used to watch a lot when I was a little kid, and I saw it like 2 nights ago. It's on YouTube right now if you guys want to scope it out. It's free with ads. You just have to watch the ads. I watched the Planet of the Apes. And I'm not talking about these garbage new ones with like Mark Wahlberg and that other fool from Freaks and Geeks. What's his name? The Pineapple Express fool. James Franco. I'm talking about the classic. The one from 1968. The Planet of the Apes. One of the greatest films ever made. I love that movie. It's one of my favorite movies. I used to watch it a lot. I haven't seen it in like, I don't know, 20 years or something like that or longer. But I watched it and it was bad. And you know how they like went into the future? I don't want to give all the stuff away. I don't want to give the details away. But it's that one with Charlton Heston. It's trippy. It's trippy. And then like when he discovers, he's like, what did you do? Like, you guys messed everything up. Like, mankind, like that's where we're going right now, We're going to do the same thing. Like, it's crazy. It's trippy to think about. Like, We're barely in 2022 right now, and Charlton Heston is still on the way, like as I speak right now, because he comes back in like 38 something. He's not even like back yet, and I already know what's gonna happen. Like, man's gonna mess everything up. Like, we're seeing it play out right now, and then he's gonna show up. It's trippy how life works like that. But if you haven't seen it, you should go watch it, Planet of the Apes. And then there's like Beneath the Planet of the Apes and Return to the Planet of the Apes. I'm gonna watch all of them. I'm gonna go refresh my memory. Kevin Vanegas, Beanie is on snug today. AC must be on high in there. It is. I got the vent right here under my face because I'm feeling a little. Man, I woke up. I went to sleep like that too. It started hitting me, feeling like really weak and like tired. And then, when you feel like all like flush, like kind of warm. So I just need some of that breeze in my face right now. Thank you, Kevin. Igor Rey. But don't you think that makes a heart of a champion to get hurt but come back and win the fight? Okay, so yes. And there is something like deep within me, because of my love. That's what I grew up on right there, that WWF. Like I tell you, like I'm from a different generation. A lot of the people like that came up after me, they grew up watching Chuck Liddell, Tito Ortiz, Anderson Silva, these fools, and they're like, I want to go be a cage fighter. When I came up, we didn't really have, that wasn't a thing yet. Or it was like you had to go behind like the velvet curtain, and find like the sketchy, cage fighting videos at the Blockbuster, Not even at Blockbuster. It was like at the little corner of VHS place that didn't even have like a legal business license, one of those stores where they sell like elotes and stuff like that. But when you watch WWF, then yeah, you see Mankind get thrown off a 2-story building and he's like half dead and stuff like that. He comes back to life and then he starts fighting. He's like, yeah, you want to see the comeback story. But when it's like UFC, it's a little bit different because when you watch WWF, it's a completely different narrative, completely different perspective. You like to see that comeback story. You like to see the drama. But when it's a UFC fight, it's like, oh, well, that was dumb. That fool can't fight for like a year now. Now he's on suspensions. Now he has to go rehabilitate. Now he has to recover. Now we're going to have an interim champ. How come he didn't prepare for this? Like, we look at it different, whether we like it or not, whether it's fair or not. When it was WWF, it was the best. Oh, Undertaker's in the coffin. They already have the dirt halfway, but he came back up. I already thought he lost, but now he's back. And then, we like that roller coaster. In UFC, we don't like it. It's like, fool, you got too hurt. Now you can't fight. How come you didn't do this better? How come you didn't cover up? How come you didn't keep your hands up? How come you didn't pace yourself? Why'd you go for the ankle lock? Why? We look at it way differently. We don't give it that same forgiveness. So when I think about UFC like that, the heart of the champion and all that, it's hard for me to look at it the way that you're looking at it, because if we're going to be honest, it's like, if we could have Khabib always getting beat up, like think about Khabib like a superhero. He's like Batman. He's always getting beat up and he's in danger. Oh no, is this going to be the one where he dies? And then he won. Yeah. Or like, Khabib's destroying him. Khabib's killing him. Khabib is dominating that fool. Khabib is tearing him limb from limb. It's like, okay, I think I choose that one. I think I like that super crazy dominant champion. I mean, that's just my honest answer. Yeah, we all like to see the movies where it's crazy and it's exciting, but then on the other hand, you got this super crazy dominant champion that's like, yeah, I'll take that one. He's super dominant. But I see what you're saying. I'm not going to act like I don't respect what you're saying. I like to see movies like that. I like to see WWF fights like that. And if I happen to see a UFC fight like that, of course, it's probably way more exciting. But if I'm going to talk about my champion, then it's like, yeah, I like the fool that's always dominant from start to finish. Jane Caulfield, get yourself some NyQuil. Thank you, Jane Caulfield. Thank you. You know how much a bottle of NyQuil costs, too. Apparently. Thank you, Jane Caulfield. Thank you. Thank you for helping me get healed. I need to down some after this. I appreciate you. Bradley Harrell, thanks for checking the IGs, dude. I do a few things, to be honest. Something I've been thinking recently. I think Sean should get tips from Peter Yan's style. I feel like Sean Strickland is the bigger version, snap, of Peter Yan, in my opinion. I wonder if anybody else has thought about it like that. So you do a few things. So you're just like, I wonder if you're like a freelance guy. Do you work for Fiverr.com? Hey, have you guys ever heard about that thing, Fiverr.com? Have you ever seen the ads and stuff? I used to be one of the people on there. I was a Fiverr artist. I used to go on there, and they it's funny because the thing that I used to do on there, they banished from it. Like it's not allowed on there anymore. I used to be in a category that was called testimonials. You could, so if you if you owned a business or something, you could go on there and you would tell me about your business. Oh man. So I was hired to do testimonials, and I was like acting, I'll be like, yeah, I just I just got this pen right here, and I've been using it, and I did. It's kind of like, I'm hesitant to say it because I don't want anybody to get it twisted. Because I know I talk about stuff today, but look it, I rock with it in real life. Like I got it on deck, but I mean, back in the day, I used to just do it for the stacks. And I would go on there, and people would literally, I would get like a bunch, like daily. People who made like a barbecue grill, people who made like an app, people who made a new kind of like I can't even remember. My brain's asleep right now. But I used to work on Fiverr. And Bradley's like, fool, I don't even work on Fiverr. Why are you talking about this so long? I don't know. Like that would be interesting if Sean Strickland did that, because he's starting to make himself more and more interesting. That I wouldn't mind seeing him. I wouldn't mind seeing him do well. At first, he was like a psychopath, and it was like someone needs to like keep an eye on this fool. But now he's starting to become so entertaining that it's like, yeah, it might not hurt for him to do well, so we could see more of his story. I just threw up in my mouth right now, and I swallowed it. Oh, you know how when you throw up in your mouth and it's like on fire, it burns so much. Oh, oh my gosh. Igor Rey, I think that most fighters at the top elite level with good money are taking some form of enhancements. The more money they got, the easier it is to hide. Kamaru over here liking his doctor's Insta post, making it too obvious. Hey, listen to me real clearly and be honest. It's not for the meme. It's not to like be upset because he beat your favorite fighter or anything. If you legitimately believe that Kamaru Usman takes steroids, if you legitimately believe that he takes steroids, then give me a 1 in the chat. If you think Usman takes steroids, give me a 1 in the chat. Like for reals, not just because you don't like him, not to clown. If you don't think he takes steroids, give me a 2. Streamlabs. Get out of here. One of your fans. I got homies. Oh, I gotta tell you guys something. You just reminded me. One of your homies told us that you have disrespected our product like you did before to Daniel Comer. This is a notice to desist. War DC, War Streamlabs. Hey, Streamlabs is garbage as far as I'm confirmed. It's garbage. I wasted so much of my day the other day. I was going to do a below the beanie yesterday, by the way. And the only reason I couldn't do it is because it took me like 3 hours to try to figure out something on Streamlabs. It was impossible. It wouldn't work out. I finally gave up and I deleted it from my computer. I downloaded OBS instead. And it's a thing I don't want to go into right now. But Streamlabs, they're starting to call themselves Streamlabs OBS. And they fooled me. They bamboozled me. I'm telling you. And they're doing it to everybody. They started calling themselves Streamlabs OBS. And you know what I thought that meant? I thought that meant they swallowed up OBS. And now it was together. So I was like, all right. I heard a lot of good things about OBS. I used it for a little bit. Streamlabs is the new thing. They must have merged. I'm going to use that. It's not. That's not what it means. Look at well, apparently, who won? John McCartney. John McCartney's a judge tonight. They got Big John McCartney as one of the judges for reals. Did I hear right? Um, how come everybody that hangs out with Nate Diaz sounds like that fool? It's like he gives them courses. So apparently OBS literally just stands for Open Broadcaster Software. So they're like, well, that's just what it means. So yeah, that's what we do. Streamlabs is the Open Broadcaster Software. And then OBS, the actual brand, was like, fool, that's our brand though. You can't just say OBS. So anyway, Streamlabs, you're garbage. Bradley Harrell, Sean just isn't quite as good. Sean just isn't quite as good at that Peter Yan style, but will benefit from looking into his style to be helpful to his own. I'm still a little bit on the fence about that. I started to see some of the stuff that fool was saying, and I was like, somebody needs to humble him. Somebody needs to set that fool straight. But it's like, man, I kind of don't want to see him go away, though. It's like Tony Ferguson. He'll do and say like the most crazy things, and it's weird and it's annoying, but it's like, I'm gonna be sad when he's not like in the news cycle like ever again, though. Like, I still want to see the weirdness, you know? Look at that. I can't believe it. The Nauk boys. The Nauk boys are right there at their own little table with their own little TV. What the heck, Dana? The Nauk boys? Who you gonna have next? Big Dawes TV? For reals, I like Big Dawes though. Big Dawes is bad. I don't know why he said that. Uh-oh. But yeah, I agree, Bradley. I hope he does. I do want to see him for longer. I do want to see him for longer. I don't want it to be all hype right now because he's so weird and because his little tour and stuff like that, and then he gets knocked out and then we stop hearing about him. Daniel Grubelic took your advice about not eating whole lemons at work and have been slicing them to seem more normal. What makes you think Mexican fighters so tough? Hey, I'm glad to hear that, Daniel. Hopefully they're off your back. It's a much more covert way to go. It's a much smarter way to do it. And it's terribly bad for your teeth because of the acidity, like your enamel and stuff. But you know, it's like you could just like buy new teeth. You know, a lot of people are doing it, like Conor McGregor. What makes you think Mexican fighters are so tough? Oh man. Probably because when they're little, they get hit so much by their own parents. It's like when you're that little and you get smacked so much by a bigger person, like if it's just two kids hitting on each other, it's different. But when you're little and you got a big fool smacking on you, like, hey, don't do that. Don't do that. I told you to do that, but don't do that. All of a sudden, when someone the same size is hitting you, it's like, oh, that's all you got? It's like Michael Jordan. And I was telling this to Jesse Jr. the other day because we were playing basketball. I was trying to lace him up. I remember I was like obsessed with basketball back in the day, and I used to study a lot and read up on Michael Jordan and stuff like that. And he was always talking about how he learned everything he knows from his older brother. And his older brother would always punk him and how his older brother was actually better than him. And of course, that's the only reason why he got any better, because he was beating someone levels and levels and levels and levels better than him. So then when he was playing someone on the same level, it was like, oh, you're too easy now because my brother is like way better. You're not even in competition now. So that's why he was always on a different, just like some of you are martial artists and stuff like that. And here, when you're on such a higher level, or no, whatever level you're on, when you go with someone at a higher level, after a while, it's going to start to make you better. So that when you go with someone else that was, initially at your level, you're not on their level anymore. They're going to be too easy now. Like those fools that were your contemporaries, like you left them in the dust because you're used to competing with people at such a higher level now. So I think that's what it has to do with for fools like acting up when they're little kids and getting the bout and stuff like that. All of a sudden, when you have to get down with someone else your own age, it's like, fool, unless you're like a giant and unless you're like something that's not even realistic at this point, it's not going to add up. Because when you're a little kid, your parents are like so much bigger than you. When you're an adult, there's no equivalent anymore, like unless you're talking about Nephilim or something like that. But that's not like a modern thing. William Palpatine. I butchered that. William Palpatine. So glad you're streaming. I love kicking it with you, big homie. Keep up the good work. Always look forward to your streams. It's the best part of my day. Hey, there's got to be many different things that inhabit your day. I'm honored that you would say that about my streams. I know there's a lot of other things that could bring you joy and that you could fill your day with. So thank you. That's a big compliment. I'm glad to bring some joy. Thank you very much, William Palpatine, for being here. I'm glad I'm streaming too. My alternative was just being unconscious right now, just being asleep. So at least I could have some fun this way. David Capico, member for 11 months. We're almost a year. Come on. Elote, shaking my head. That's something special. Craving is too real right now. The other day when I went to pick up Jesse Jr. from school, there was a fool right there in the corner. He had a cart. And he was selling elotes. That was the best elote I've had in a while. Because there's like a store here that I go to and I could get them. But they don't hit the same as when they're on the cart. Never. So apparently I'm super behind in the chat. And like way, way, way more people think that Usman is using steroids. David Capico says 1.5. Morgan de Toy. So yeah, Usman, according to the people here, is definitely using steroids. Morgan the Toy GM, hope you are good, man. I hope I'm good too. I'm gonna be taking a lot of that vitamin C. I'm gonna be drinking a bunch of. Having to be doubling up on the water or something, flushing out the system, because I'm feeling kind of funky right now. Thank you, Morgan, for the concern. I'm gonna be taking care of myself. Bradley Harrell, I just want to see where Sean can go. He's a character. I know, and he's playing the game. Who knows? Like off camera, he's probably like at home reading like books, and he's like, I'm just trying to do one good thing a day, and I'm just trying to make the world a better place. But then the camera turns on. He's like, I want to eat that fool's liver. Like, he's probably just trying to do it for the money. He's on that Kobe Covington. Michael Fernandez don't got nothing to say. He just wants to contribute. I appreciate it. Thank you. I wanted to tell you, hey, thank you, Frankie Franks. Thank you. I was like, is that Lil Browse? The song that Jack Hermansson is coming out to right now, it kind of sounded like Lil Browse. John Kleemeyer says my MMA hoodie keeps getting me positive attention from the Chicanos. Hey, that's what's up. Thank you for representing. Igor Reyes says Camru is definitely on steroids. Look at the size of his head. He's taking stuff that makes his head grow. Soon he's going to turn into Megamind. Yeah, his head has gotten significantly bigger. Isn't that the same thing they say about Nogano? People are always showing that old photo of Nogano and showing like the differences. Morgan Dutoy, GM, I have been super tired lately. Any tips to get my energy levels up? I'm exercising 3 to 4 times a week and my water game is on point. Oh, snap. So you're already doing those things. Morgan Dutoy, I could tell you this, and I don't know if this is the same experience for you. I'll be exercising a lot, like at least that, because I'm on that thing where I'm trying to exercise every single day except my one rest day, and I'll be drinking all that water. The problem for me usually is I'll sleep like 3, maybe 4 hours a night. That's my problem. So I don't know if you're sleeping your 8 hours, If you don't, that'll gradually add up and it'll just drain you and it'll just throw you off. And even your gains won't be on point. You could be working out a bunch. You could be working out 3-4 times a week. But if you're not getting that sleep, you're not resetting, that could be it. If you are getting that sleep, it could have a lot to do with what you're eating. Are you eating? I know a lot of people start working out and they're like, I'm not eating carbs anymore. So then you don't got any more energy. I'm not into all that science of like, I can't break it down for you like someone who knows all that stuff about food and all that. But as far as I know, you need to be feeding your body carbohydrates if you're going to be working out, or else your body doesn't have that energy to go off of. So your body as it is, just to survive and go throughout the day, I think needs some carbohydrates just to feel good. But on top of that, If you're not having carbohydrates, and then on top of that, you're exercising, you're working out 3-4 times a week, then your body's like, what's up, fool? You're acting like I got this energy that you're not giving me. So it might have something to do with what you're eating. I don't know if you need some more fruit, some more vegetables. See, I'm not good at that stuff, but my first thought would be it has something to do with sleep and or diet. I don't know. And depression. And depression will get you real tired. Bradley Harrell, you hit my thoughts about Sean right on the head. He's partially a Covington, but a little more honest. He reminds me of real Trailer Park Boys. Hey, for real, it's almost like if you took a WWF kind of character, but it's like, oh snap, like it's more real though. So it's exciting. It's exciting. It's like we're able to have that element in real life, you know, in reality. So it's exciting. That's what it reminds me of, and I think you put a good spin on it, like the Trailer Park Boys, like, because it's not even just like a thing that like fighters are doing anymore. It's just like, oh, it's just a type of guy now, but he happens to be a fighter. I think that's interesting. Me TV, yo, fool, glad to see you taking our lead and playing your greatest hits reruns. Hey, I love Me TV. Andy Griffith and all that. Leave It to Beaver. Sticking to the not all of a sudden, but slowly but surely approach. Very slowly. Very slowly. And not entirely surely. But hey, Me TV, I'm a big fan. Me TV. Hit me up. Hit me up. Let's produce a show together. I appreciate you. I don't even like Antenna TV. I rock with Me TV. Marloca says you are amazing. Hey, I'm gonna get that double shot of NyQuil. Thank you, Marloca. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for the constant support. I was gonna tell you guys, I got recognized this weekend. I got recognized. If you're watching right now, the person that saw me, I want to say thank you. That really made my day. I was tripping out because I never get recognized. And I don't go looking for that. I'm not trying to get famous or nothing. I've said that a lot on here. I'm just trying to pay my bills. But I got recognized in the drive-thru. So if you're watching right now, I want to say thank you for recognizing me. Thank you for recognizing me. That was crazy. That was crazy. And I wasn't even going to go there that day. I was going to go somewhere else. And I don't know what made me go that way. And I was like, yeah, that's me. That was bad. Period. Hey, Grandmaster, much love. Who you got? Here's a donation to the Green Tea Fund. Also, you should check out More Days video on Gynogate. I think I saw that one. Or did he make another one? If it's the old one, I already saw it, I believe. Especially around that time when I was working on my own video and stuff. I was doing my research. I think I found it. I like that guy. I don't know. I got Strickland. I'm hopeful. I hope he wins. I hope it's Strickland. I don't know if this is just how he looks before he fights, but he looks nervous. But I hope it's Strickland. Kevin Vanegas, when you clap, sounds sus. I'm here for it though. Oh snap! Oh snap! Thank you, Kevin Vanegas. I think I just made it worse. I think I made it worse, Kevin. All right, here we go. Here's the fight. This is it. I'm gonna give you the play-by-play right now. You ready? Woo! All right, both orthodox individuals. We got a leg kick from Hermansson. Left jab from Strickland down the middle. Hermansson trying to get in close, trying to throw another kick. Didn't quite find it. Strickland still trying to find the jab down the middle. Hermansson starting to block it. He doesn't want to let him have it that easily. He wants to make him work for it. Strickland's just kind of like, he looks like he's just standing there kind of waiting for a bomb. Hermansson's hopping around. He's trying to find a rhythm. Strickland definitely looks like he's waiting for something in particular. He's kind of like, he's not like telegraphing, but he's like telegraphing his intentions. He's kind of just standing there waiting to throw. I mean, he's just throwing the left over and over, trying to throw down the middle, but Hermansson's putting his hands in the way. It's not breaking through anymore. Another leg kick from Hermansson. As soon as he threw it, Strickland did catch him with the left. He was able to land that one. Strickland still trying to throw down the middle, and he might get taken down for it. Hermansson was timing it. He went for the clinch. Now he's trying to get the single. Strickland with his back against the cage doesn't want to let him get it. He throws a knee to the upper body. Strickland fighting not to get taken down. He's trying to stay on his legs. He's trying to stay on his feet. Hermansson trying to reset. He's still holding on to that leg. Strickland still fighting on the cage. Doesn't want to let him have it. All right. Hermansson gets the back. I don't think that quite counts as a takedown. I think, if anything, Strickland only took like one knee. And then he just got right back up, right against the cage again. But Hermansson is on the back now. He can suplex that fool if he commits to it. I don't know if he wants to, though. Strickland turned around now. Strickland with his back against the cage. Hermansson with the knee to the body. And they get off the cage. They're back in the center now. Strickland's going to try throwing again. What is Strickland doing? He's like on pause right now. Left jab from Hermansson. Left jab from Strickland. Well, they're both orthodox. You know they're left. Jab from Strickland. He backs up when Hermansson tries to blitz. Wow, this is uneventful than I think most of us thought that it was gonna be. It's more uneventful than we thought. Strickland is like very apprehensive right now. I don't know if he's trying to tire out Hermansson or what. Right hand on the chin from Strickland. He keeps throwing that jab, but it's not quite reaching. And if it does, Hermansson has his glove right there waiting for it. Wow, this is a slow start. Okay, jab from Strickland landed on the chin. Hermansson tried to kick. Strickland caught it, set it right back down. Didn't want to do anything with it. Leg kick from Hermansson. Wow. There's like nothing going on right now. 1:12 left in the first round. Damien says he's not the psycho he claims to be. Crazy overhand right from Strickland. Didn't go anywhere. Hermansson got out of the way. Leg kick from Hermansson. Is he just going to get the point win? Hermansson's just going to win by via leg kicks or what? I mean, the way that Strickland's fighting right now, unless Hermansson just refuses to put his hands up again and let Strickland land a wild overhand right, then it's going to be Hermansson's. 30 seconds left in the first round. What is going on? Strickland has a weird demeanor right now. He looks like he doesn't want to hurt Hermansson, or like that fool's contagious or something. Like he doesn't even want to get close to him. Look at his face right now. I never see Strickland with this face. Strickland usually has the face of like the attacker. Right now, he looks like the victim. What's going on with that fool? He's got the deer in the headlights right now. Hey, Saradik, I haven't seen you forever. Man, my eyes are hurting me so bad right now. Oh. I want to thank everyone for being here right now. If this is your first time here, my name is Jesse. I'm the founder and grandmaster of MMA, Mexican martial arts. Please consider subscribing to the channel. I bring you MMA content every week. And you can watch my recent breakdown up here, Nogano and Gain, that I pinned to the top right here, in case you want to see what actually happened. I know a lot of people did recaps and breakdowns and stuff like that, but if you want to know what actually happened, you can click on that link right there. Hermansson trying to blitz him, but he was shadow boxing. Strickland got out of the way. Leg kick from Hermansson. Leg kick from Hermansson. John Osira. Oh, man. Osira. Hey, that's a cool name. Osira. John Osira just joined the YouTube membership. Hey, John Osira, I don't know if you already know about it. If you go into my community tab and scroll down a little bit, you'll see somewhere recently I posted the Discord link. All of my YouTube members have access to the Discord, so you could go in there and chat with all the homies. Thank you, John. I mean, this is not what we thought it was going to be. I guess a lot of people are tweeting right now, and Paul Felder's talking about it, how a lot of people have it 10-9 for Hermansson right now. I'm telling you, Herb Dean looks more aggressive than Strickland right now. I don't know what happened. I don't know what's going on right now. This is not the Sean Strickland that we know. Is he a Twitter warrior? Maybe Hermansson should try to tweak his arm like that one BJJ dude where Strickland got all mad. Or just tell Strickland that he looks like Bisping so you could get him all locked up and see if he'll start doing something. Yeah, this is weird. I'm not saying nothing because nothing's happening, in case you're wondering. Don't trip. Okay, Strickland trying to throw jabs half-heartedly, knowing they're not even going to land. Hermansson has his hands up right there. I don't know what he's thinking. Strickland breathing very heavily. Now, Hermansson does look winded himself. His face is very, very red, but I don't even understand it because he hasn't been getting pieced up. I think he even has a bump protruding out of the right side of his dome, but maybe he had that when he came in because I'm telling you, I haven't seen Strickland land anything significant. I mean, I'm telling you, when you look at Hermansson's face, he looks so beat up. It looks like he has a bump on the left side of his head too, but where'd they come from? Did his coach hit him when he was in the corner? I mean, I would like to be wrong. I told you before the fight started, I hope Strickland wins. I want to see the story continue. This guy's a weirdo. I want to see it move forward. But I didn't see him landing any significant shots. Where did that come from? Hermansson has the bumps. His face looks red. Is it because he's hopping around so much? Like he's getting himself tired? There's another leg kick for Hermansson. See, I mean, we're seeing these little jabs here and there from Strickland, but I mean, unless his jabs land much differently than they appear, I mean, I don't understand what's going on right now. Like Hermansson, that fool looks like he's wearing a mask right now. He looks like he's wearing a red mask. Look at, okay, headshots, Strickland 32, Hermansson 4. Strickland has way more headshots. I mean, he does have more headshots, but man, I guess this is they're adding up or something like that because he's not throwing bombs. I guess it's all those numbers adding up. But Hermansson has 18 leg kicks. Strickland has 0. And then Hermansson had way more body shots. Mark Twain. What? Mark Twain. Back to life just to support me. I appreciate it. Oh, Patrick M. All right. Good to see you. $18 seconds left in the second round. Yeah, I mean, I get, hey, if it works, whatever. I'm not hating. Strickland came in. He's like, I'm just going to jab all night long. I'm going to give this fool the second jab, the third jab, the fourth jab. I want to send this fool home safely. Oh, hey, he jabbed him to the canvas. Look at that. Strickland landed a jab and that fool went down on his back. And then Strickland's like, get back up. Time for another jab. Teddy Atlas says Strickland is a smart savage. Take small steps out to control range. Take small steps out to control range. Hey, I'm telling you, I think the thing that threw me off the most tonight is the way that Strickland talks isn't the way that he fights. And that just works to his favor. It just works to his advantage. That fool talks a game like Mike Tyson, like he's going to come in here chewing this fool's kidneys out of his body and stuff like that, talking like a freak. But then he comes in, boop, boop, boop. It's like the other fool's head's falling off. He's just throwing jabs, but it's working. I guess I was just confused because it doesn't match his trash talk, but it's working for him. It makes people confused because Hermansson probably thought he was going to come in all aggressive. And Hermansson's like, that's all right, fool. I'm just going to hop into guard. I'm going to take advantage of that aggression. I'm going to take you down. And then Strickland's like, Charlie, boop. We're in round 3 already. Now, I know it's cool. I know it's cool to be like, oh, what a technical victory. This was a beautiful performance, but we know it's boring, you know? It's like when Woodley fights like Wonder Boy, or when someone fought again, was it Whitaker and Gastelum or something? Another one that was like super boring, but everyone's like, oh, it's so technical. The purity of the sport is so beautiful, but it's like, nah, it's boring. It's like you never know who to say. Like, it's like when you're with one group of homies, like the Puritans, it's like, yeah, that's how it should be. That's the martial art right there. And then with the other fools, it's like, yeah, it's boring. I want to see the rock'em sock'em. So it just depends on how you're feeling at the moment. Because right now, I know a lot of us will be like, this is a beautiful performance by Strickland. He's the war of attrition. He's just teeing off on him, in and out, boop, and he's just dominating him. But at the same time, it's like, I'm bored right now. I'm bored. Can you please kick him in the nose or something? But I could see both sides. Sean Boop Strickland. Yeah, Ross Bird, definitely. That was a completely different kind of fight right there. Come on, you just broke my heart. You just broke my heart. Come on. Man, Hermansson looks like he's ready to go home. That fool's like, why did I start fighting? He looks so frustrated. I'm telling you, I don't understand the switch kick. I don't understand the switch kick. I know there's probably some taekwondoers in here, but I don't get it. It's like the biggest telegraph you could do. Hold up, I'm going to switch my entire stance real quick before I kick you. I know you're never going to see it coming. I don't understand it. Your opponent's got to be the slowest blinker that's ever existed to miss the entire stance switch. I don't know. I don't know. .210 left in the 3rd round. Jack will be like, you know how I got these scars? I mean, yeah, if you throw, I mean, yeah, it's got power, but I look at it the same way as like if you throw like a John Wayne punch, you know? It's got power, but that fool's going to straight jab you before it gets there. I don't know how anybody lands a switch kick unless that fool's got no reflections, you know? Unless you find some way to like throw your hand out while you're in the middle of the switch. I don't know. I don't get it. For real, Antonio, I'm saying. I don't know. Who do you guys think is? I mean, that's a stupid question at this point. Strickland's winning, right? I mean, I think the first round was close. Strickland definitely won the second, right? We could probably say 1-1 or Strickland 2-1. After, I mean, as deep as we are in the 3rd round right now, however you want to say it, 3-1, 2-1, Strickland's winning, right? No one's going to debate that at this point. Like, forget rounds. Strickland's winning right now, right? Strickland's just fighting a smart fight. Strickland's fighting like he's on that Jackie Chan. Like, I don't want no trouble. Like, he's just trying to like, hey, fool, like, I'm gonna hit you just so you don't come at me. Wait, you're still coming, or I'm gonna hit you again. Look, I don't want to fight. I don't want to. I got things to do. I'm gonna hit you again, but stay back. I'm just doing this because I'm trying to. Okay, get out of here. I'm just trying to go home safely. That's how Strickland's fighting. But I mean, he's doing it over and over and over and over and over, and you could see the results on Hermansson's face. Sean the Nigerian Nightmare Strickland. Melancholy Martial Arts says, I wish I could mute UFC commentary, but still hear the punches and kicks. Oh, and the GM being the commentator. Oh, I appreciate that. You're too kind. Hey, that would be a very, very nice, but I think impossible option to hear everything that's going on at the fight, but not the commentators. No, that would be possible. We just wouldn't have their direct mics because there's a bunch of people talking, for their own languages and stuff like that. We can't hear them. Hey, good sportsmanship from these fools right now with the fist bump. It's not even the end of the fight. That's good to see. But that would be nice. That's got to exist somehow. I would love to see that. Come on, Hamza versus Strickland now that they've both beat Hernando. I think Hamza would murder Strickland. Am I wrong after seeing this fight? I mean, Strickland, I'm not trying to put down what he's doing in this fight. It's working for this opponent, clearly. And maybe he would fight completely different if he fought Hamza because he knew that this strategy will work for this fighter. But I think that Hamza would just bulldoze through him. I think he would just bulldoze through him, take it on the chin as he clinches him up and slams him over and over. I think Hamza destroys him. I don't know. Strickland will boop. He will boop. Comes out. All right, we're already in round 4 right now. Hermansson's coming out. His coach said, hey, fool, this is where you got to do it right here. He came out swinging. I think it's already over. He took like 3 big swings and now it's over. Oh, he did it again. He tried to blitz, but that fool ended up shadowboxing. He didn't hit anything. Strickland staying composed. Ooh, that was a solid jab by Strickland right now. That one kind of made Strickland, Hermansson lose his footing for a moment. Hermansson going for the takedown. Strickland says, Charlie, puts his back on the cage. Oh, Strickland, Hermansson gets his leg behind trying to get the trip. And Strickland moved out of it. Hey, he's got some good takedown defense. Strickland looking at his corner. Wait, how do I get out of this, coach? Just stand up. Hermansson trying to throw a spinning elbow. Strickland ducked right out of it. They're back in the center again, going toe-to-toe. Exactly where Hermansson does not want to be. Hermansson throws a leg kick. Strickland checks it. Strickland lands a left jab. I threw up in my mouth again. Please subscribe for my vomit. What belt are you, GM? I'm the black belt. I'm the black belt. I had to give myself the black belt as soon as I invented the Mexican martial arts just to have the instantaneous respect. It's just a thing that you have to do. There are no red belts. I think that's ridiculous. Yeah, that's not a thing in the Mexican martial arts. If I get rid of my belt, I have to wash it because it's blood of one of my victims. The green, the white, and the red belt. Yeah. Bless up, Scott Sharp. 2 minutes and 40 seconds left in the 4th round. Little teep from Strickland. Jab from Strickland. Leg kick from Hermansson. Man, that fool's face. He's telling the judges, don't look at my face. Don't look. Don't look at me. It should be a beanie instead of a belt. That's an option. I know some schools are like that. They have like different some dojos they got rid of the gi, the classic gi and the belt, and they wear like windbreakers and like jerseys and stuff. They're trying to get all modern. It looks kind of weird. They look like a dance team, to be honest. The black beanie, that is pretty clean. Strickland gonna lose the fight due to the blind judge. There's a blind judge. Oh snap! He has to go off with like hearing and smelling the fight. Don't look at me, little puppet. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. A minute 25 left in the 4th round. Jab from Strickland. Jab, jab. Do you smoke, GM? Nah. I know a lot of people don't believe it because I don't sleep and no sleep till Brooklyn. But I've never smoked in my life. I almost smoked a fool one time because he was getting low when I was trying to celebrate my niece's quinceañera. But like paraphernalia, never. Alan Whitaker, my girl. Oh no, what'd you do? She's gonna be mad at you. You have to donate to the Grandmaster, but I can't subscribe from the stream page. Oh wait a minute, what? My girl's gonna be. I had to donate to the Grandmaster, but can I unsubscribe from the stream page? Are you gonna use it? Nah, I'm gonna use it. Didn't you see? I actually just did a video yesterday. It was a failed attempt, but I was on there. For those of you that don't know, I have a second channel. I have a second channel that I'm working my way back. You already know that Below the Beanie is supposed to be a daily podcast. I'm working my way back right now. I had a lot of problems up the pad. I had a plumbing problem, and then we had people sick, and then a lot of things going on. But it's supposed to be daily. But I do have a second channel. We're going into the 5th round right now. Don't even trip. They're in the corner right now. If you guys are interested in seeing my my Below the Beanie podcasts, what the heck? This is my second channel right here. But don't go. Do not go over there unless you like long streams. Do not go over there unless you like long form content. If you don't want the long hour plus Below the Beanie and stuff, then don't go because you're gonna mess up my algorithm. There's no breakdowns over there. There's no short stuff. If you want to see the Below the Beanie podcast and other long streams, then you could go to my second channel. Otherwise, don't go. But Alan, I'm gonna be over there. I'm gonna be streaming on there. I'm gonna be there. I appreciate it. Please tell your lady to that I promised to give the money's worth. That I'll give the money's worth. I'll come through with the cheese mask. All right, with the MMA cheese mask. All right, we're in round 5 right now. Hermansson is moving around a lot. He's on a capoeira game now. As Dresden, what's up, GM? Cobra Kai video was hilarious. When you gonna give us more Brown Ranger content though? Oh no, again? I had just got new batteries. It hasn't done that in a long time. I don't know, Dresden. I gotta get myself feeling comfortable in the suit. To be honest, I never liked the suit. To be honest, I'm gonna tell you, the suit is unfair. It's unflattering. It's dishonest, and I don't like what it does to me. All right, I want to get a new suit. I think the Brown Ranger needs a revamp. I can't even move around in it. I can't even breathe in it. So there's a lot of work to be done. But I was very happy to see that people are at least interested in it. That made me very happy. I'm gonna have to hit up Hulu and see how far they want to take this thing. See how far they want to take this. I'll keep you posted. But thank you. And thank you for watching the Cobra Kai video. You're one of the few and the proud. I appreciate it. I still stand by it. I think that's the best video probably that I ever made. I put a lot of work into that video. 3 minutes and 26 seconds left in the 5th round. Hermansson trying to throw that Superman punch. But Strickland is his kryptonite. Hermansson, he's just doing pad work right now. He's throwing and they're just landing on Strickland's gloves. There's nothing happening. Strickland is bleeding a little. Strickland is bleeding a little. He's got a little bit of, he's got that red nose now, and I don't know when it happened. I must have been looking at the chat when it happened. Yeah, Damien. The problem with cutting, it's hard for me to cut. It's hard for me to get in shape because when I'm editing, when I'm writing and shooting and editing, I'm eating like a pig because it's depressing and it's hard work. So I'm at the computer just like eating Carl's Jr. at 5 a.m, trying to stay awake and trying to get carbs in my body. And then the video's done. I'm like, I'm going to be healthy. I'm never going to eat bad again. And then it's like, oh, snap, I got to make another video. And then I'm up all night and I'm drinking milkshakes and I'm eating French fries, trying to stay awake. And then it's a horrible cycle. I always think like when I get a little bit ahead and like stuff picks up, then I'm gonna be healthy and I'm gonna be like more active. So whenever that happens. Yeah, at this point, everyone's just waiting for the fight to be over. I mean, unless something crazy happens, this is all Strickland's fight, right? I don't think anyone's disagreeing. Leg kick from Hermansson, catches the jab on the chin. My eyes are burning right now. John says both of them get killed by Robin Israel. Damien says don't eat before bed. I can't help it. I can't help it. I'm an emotional eater. Anytime I feel any kind of emotion at all, I eat. And I'm not trying to get attention or nothing like that, but I happen to be a certain kind of person where like whatever. I feel like I have to do it, you know? That's like my thing. It brings me like it's my comfort. I was gonna say it's my comfort food. Any food is my comfort food, you know? And I'm glad it's food, I guess, and not something else. 45 seconds left in the 5th round. I could do a water fast. I've done it before, but I won't be able to get work done. My brain won't operate correctly. I won't be able to write anything good. I could do it, but I can't be creative while I'm doing it. 20 seconds left in the 5th round. Strickland saying, come on, let's go. Come on. He wants to rock him, sock him the last 10 seconds. He said, let's go, toe-to-toe, let's go. He said, meet me in the middle, let's go. Let's go. He's yelling at him. All of a sudden, Sean Strickland's like, meet me in the middle. Let's go right now. Let's go toe-to-toe. Oh, you didn't do it for 5 more rounds. Now he's trying to get in his head. He's trying to come at him all disrespectful, call him names because he doesn't want to go toe-to-toe. He didn't do it the whole fight. G. Wright Mills, get you a green tea. Oh. Get you green tea latte, GM. That was nasty. Oh. Man, that was a bad morning. That was so disappointing. So disappointing. That's what I was saying. Godby won, Andy Godby. That's what I'm saying. He didn't want to fight the whole fight. All of a sudden, he starts talking trash. Sir Charles waits till it's over to act tough. Jack got schooled. Next title shot. Zach, Tony's the type of guy to put milk in his green tea. Sean saying in the middle and then backing up. Your parent's spouse? Thank you. Yeah, that was very, very, very boring. Very boring. Who is your favorite fighter? Man, well, Khabib's gone. Metal doesn't fight anymore. I really like that one fool. That heavyweight. Strickland's being weird. He's like trying to fight with this fool still. He's like punching them. What are they doing? What's that fool's name? The heavyweight that does the spinning kicks? Isn't it like Johnny something? I already forgot his name. I was saying last time he's like my favorite fighter. I don't even remember his name. What are they? No, not Tuivasa. Chris Barnett. That's him, right? Chris Barnett. Split decision. Woo! Wow, I can't believe it was split decision. Sean Strickland got it. He's gonna. Oh, look at it with Bisping. He's apologizing. He's saying, I fought like a punk. I already know. I apologize, everybody. Strickland's like, I would like to think that his face tells a story, that says everything that you need to know. He's like saying, no disrespect. Herman's saying you're a savage, but come on. Strickland just called himself a pansy. Maybe he let the pressure get to him. Zach Hughes, Magic Spoon Variety Pack headed to CT. Magic Spoon Variety Pack. This is my favorite right here. Frosted. It's my favorite. I hope you like that one, Zach. I don't know what your style is. I like the fruity ones too. Magic Spoon. Come on. Headed to CT. You should do a mukbang, Zach. Sean says he's a company man. I'll put whoever you put in front of me. But if they have the bout, I'll be very happy. He wants to fight Adesanya. He's thanking the fans, saying you signed my paycheck without you. Yeah, that fool's funny. Sal D'Amato. Oh, they cut him off. Man, I was gonna say something right now and I blanked out. Oh, Chris Barnett is my favorite fighter right now. Probably Chris Barnett and Rose Namajunas. Those are probably my favorite fighters right now. Chris Barnett, Rose Namajunas, and there's another guy. Oh, what's his name? Man, I can't remember his name. He might not even be ranked, actually. It doesn't matter, but there was another guy that I started really enjoying watching him fight. I don't even think he's ranked, but I just like watching him. And of course, I like Valentina. Probably my favorite three fighters that I can actually think of right now is Chris Barnett, Rose, and Valentina. Bradley Harrell let the character carry on until he says so. He gets himself canceled. He's dumb enough. Team Sean. There we go, Bradley. The saga continues. Just like Jake Paul, the saga continues. I'm gonna do another video right now. If you guys want to join, that's great. If you can't, I understand. I'm gonna do like I did last week and do a brief little recap after the fact. I don't think I have too much to say. I just it was an interesting enough fight. I do have some thoughts on it, but I don't want it to get lost in this one. So I'm gonna come back in a few minutes. If I see you there, cool. If not, have a good night, and I'll see you on the Below the Beanie hopefully on Monday. All right. Thank you, everybody, for showing up and having a good time and supporting. Oh, snap. Esdres and Team Valentina, Hamza, and Rose. Yeah, Hamza's coming up. He's exciting. He's very exciting. He was on that kind of like, is he a heel? But he's also excited, kind of like The Rock back in the day, so he could win us over. All right, appreciate it. Good looking out. I hit the horn instead of hitting end stream.